Chapter 5, The Lion's Pact. They traveled by river after the attack, guided by the hawk through narrow woodland paths and forgotten trails. Elander's thoughts were tangled, fire leapt at his touch, strangers hunted him, and now a beast king sought his life. By midday, they reached a stone bridge that arched across a slow, green river. A single figure stood at its center, a lion. Not just any lion. This creature was massive, nearly the height of a man at the shoulder. His mane shimmered like molten gold, and his eyes held the weight of centuries. Elander stopped cold. His heart thudded. The hawk landed beside him and bowed its head. "This is Arakiel," it said. "Firstborn of the Pride. One of the 4 elders." Arakiel stepped forward, his voice deep and echoing. "You are the Flame Child. I have waited long." Elander swallowed. "You knew I was coming?" "The winds carry more than scent," Arakiel said. "The tree cries. The mark burns. The world shifts. All signs point to you." The lion's golden gaze swept over him. "But you are still unshaped. Still unsure." Elander bristled. "I didn't ask for any of this." "No warrior ever does," the lion said gently. "But the fire chooses carefully." He stepped closer. "There is an ancient place, hidden in the spine of thorns. A vault of the old world. There, you will find a blade forged by the first king of man and blessed by the spirit of the wild. It is your birthright. And you will need it." "Why?" Elander asked. "Because the kingdoms gather their armies. Man marches north. Beasts rally south. And the tree breathes its last. If you do not stand between them," the lion's voice dropped to a growl, "all will burn." Chapter 6, The Spine of Thorns. The Spine of Thorns was a cruel name for a cruel place. It was not a mountain range, but a series of jagged ridgelines twisted by ancient magic, overgrown with black thorns that cut through steel and bone alike. Few dared enter. Fewer returned. It took them 2 days to reach the outer edges. Elander was scratched, sore, and more exhausted than he had ever been. But he pressed on. At the heart of the ridge, they found the vault, hidden behind a wall of stone etched with ancient runes. With the hawk's guidance and a bit of fiery intuition, Elander traced his hand across the center rune. His mark glowed. The stone door shuddered and opened. Inside, the air was dry and humming with energy. A single pedestal stood in the middle, and upon it, a sword. Its blade gleamed faintly blue, etched with flame along the edge. The hilt was wrapped in scales, silver, warm to the touch. As Elander approached, the hawk spoke. "This is Ash Weaver, the flame-forged blade. Once wielded by Halorian, the first flame-bearer. It has waited for you." Elander reached out. The moment his fingers closed around the hilt, fire surged through him, not burning, but illuminating. He saw flashes of the past, warriors of old, battles against darkness, a lion roaring in grief, a woman riding a stag through golden fields. Then, silence. He held the sword. It was not heavy. It was perfect. And in that moment, Elander knew, he was no longer a stable boy. Chapter 7, 2 Thrones Prepare. The world moved swiftly after that. Word of the Flame Child spread, whispers turned to legends. In the kingdom of Nam, King Arvenal summoned his warlords and rallied his legions. The great bell of Elderhome tolled for the first time in a century. "We will march on the beasts," he declared. "They have poisoned the tree. They seek our ruin." Meanwhile, in the deep jungles of Daruna, the beast king Tharagon, crowned with horns and armor of bone, called upon the clans. "Man defies the balance," he growled. "We will reclaim what is ours. We will tear down their towers and water the tree with justice." On both sides, drums of war thundered. Cities emptied. Wild valleys filled with banners, one silver, one green. The world teetered. And Elander, now bearing Ash Weaver, stood between them. Chapter 8, Council of Shadows. Before the war erupted, Elander called a council, a desperate bid for peace. It was held at the ruins of Erwin, an ancient neutral ground where men and beasts once shared knowledge. Only a few came, Arakiel the lion, a war-hardened she-wolf named Rena, and from the human side, a sharp-eyed knight named Ser Kalen. The air was tense. Trust, fragile. We do not want this war, Elander said. But it is coming. Unless we unite. Unite? Kalen scoffed. With animals? We are not beasts. Rena snarled. We are kin to the earth. You are the ones who forgot. Enough. Elander shouted, flame flaring from his hands. The tree is dying. The source of life. You kill each other, and both kingdoms fall. I've seen it. They fell silent. And for a moment, something shifted. Arakiel stepped forward. There is a way. A ritual. The flame oath. An ancient rite between leaders. If both sides swear it, the tree may yet be saved. But the kings won't come, Kalen said. They want blood. Then we bring them, Elander said. Chapter 9, The Battle of the Root. It happened at dawn, beneath the dying tree of Aarletha. The armies arrived on either side, human knights in gleaming armor, beast warriors in thorn-wrought plate. The air was electric. Elander stepped into the center, Ash Weaver in hand. Behind him stood Arakiel. Beside him, Ser Kalen and Rena. Across the field, King Arvenal arrived on a white charger. From the other side, Theragon, atop a black dire wolf. Enough of this madness. Elander cried. Look upon the tree. They did. It was almost dead, branches bare, trunk splitting. But at its base, a single green bud glowed faintly. There is still time, he said. Take the flame oath. Restore the balance. Neither king moved. Then Theragon laughed. Balance is a lie. Power is truth. He raised his claw, and the beast armies charged. King Arvenal followed. The field erupted in chaos. Elander screamed. Flame burst from him, forming a shield around the tree. He fought like fire incarnate, Ash Weaver blazing with every strike. Arakiel roared beside him, toppling men and beasts alike. But it wasn't enough. Then, through the smoke, Ser Kalen rode to Arvenal. Rena to Theragon. Both pleaded. Both were struck down. And then, finally, both kings turned. And saw their people dying. Saw the tree crying. They rode toward Elander. Together. Chapter 10, The Flame Oath. At the foot of the tree, bloodied and broken, Elander knelt. Fire flickered weakly around him. Theragon and Arvenal approached. Arvenal spoke first. What must we do? Hold hands, Elander rasped. Speak truth. Mean it. They did. The moment their hands met, the bud at the base of the tree pulsed. Roots shimmered with golden light. The bark began to heal. Elander placed Ash Weaver between them. Repeat after me, he whispered. By root and flame, by blood and breath. The kings echoed the words. We bind the wound between beast and man. Light exploded from the tree, pure and blinding. A shockwave swept across the field, knocking down weapons, healing wounds, stilling the war. When it cleared, the tree stood tall again. Alive. And Elander was gone. The bridge between. Years passed. Peace held. A new era bloomed, with both kingdoms working in harmony. The tree flourished, and its roots extended into every corner of the world. Legends told of the flame-bearer, Elander the Bridge, who vanished after saving the world. Some say he became flame. Others say he walks the wild still, watching. At the base of the tree, a stone bears his name. And beneath it, a sword of silver fire waits. For the world will need him again. Someday.